Hello, my name is Gloricaa and I am Reflect and Create's owner. And if I put a high price on hangout like this, then I'm only really aiming to help the rich. I'm only really aiming to help the wealthy. And I don't want that. I think that we all need something like this. Doesn't matter what status you are, doesn't matter your financial situation. I think that this is for everyone and we should all get to play with the arts. So that's why I decided to make it for free. I came up with Reflect and Create because I had an idea of wanting to pursue art and psychology, and I wanted to mix the two, and I like the idea of art therapy. But when I decided to take another certification after I graduated, to connect my mental health and psychology education with the art, because art was mostly a personal passion of mine, but I hadn't really studied much of it, and I didn't want to study art per se, but I did want to learn how to use the arts for mental health and for growth and for healing. So I took a certificate that was called Healing with the Arts. And I was really surprised when I took the certificate because I thought that it was going to be mainly focused on painting, because that's what I had known and heard about art therapy, where you paint and an art therapist kind of like guides you through it so you can have your own breakthroughs and whatnot. When I was looking into jobs where I could be part of support groups and help people use the arts for themselves, I realized that there were options, but the options were mostly for people that already had a mental illness. It was for people that needed healing, needed recovery. There wasn't a thing for people that had maybe hadn't gotten sick, or people that had already been sick but had recovered and had healed, like myself, because I had struggled with mental illness in the past, but I did recover, I did heal, and I'm in a better place now. But you have to be sick in order to have access to something like that. So when I realized that, and when I took the course, and I noticed that in this course we learned about how to use all the different arts, the music and dancing and singing and writing and drawing and painting, all of it has benefits for our well-being. And so that got me really excited, especially because I did the activities, and every single week we were practicing a different art, and we were seeing how to use it to heal people. And I realized that through this I felt growth, I felt a special reflection that it allowed me to have. And so that's where the idea came. So I basically decided that I wanted to pursue the path of art and psychology, but I wanted to take it another route. I wanted to do something that maybe hadn't been done before, or it's very rare that you can't find it. And so I decided to create something that I would have wanted for myself when I was before I got sick, or even during my recovery. I didn't really have access to something like this. I didn't even know that it existed. So I created this group where we hang out and we play with the different arts for reflection, and it's supposed to help us with growth. But obviously art also heals, so art is there to heal you, but my biggest mission is to help people grow with it, which is something that it's new to me and it's new to other people as well. I'm hoping that with Reflect and Create, people realize that when you grow up you don't need to stop playing. I want people to realize that play is important. It helps our brain, it helps us grow, it helps us connect with other people. It's not a bad thing. We grow up and kids are told, at some point, some society makes us think and believe that to grow up, it means to stop playing. And if you're an adult and you play, you're childish, or you're immature, or you're not grown up. And that's not true. That's not true. Play is so important. There's so many benefits, especially when you use the arts to play and to connect with other people. There's something special about it. And so I want to share that with other people, and I want people to have access to it. And I don't want to make this about money. I never did. And the reason I created the business was because I want to help people. You know, after I recovered, I realized that something that brought a lot of joy in me was helping people, saving lives, and helping others grow, and listening to people and connecting with people. That's really special to me. And so I'm hoping that whether you join just once or you join us every month, that something sticks with you, that you practice the arts on your own time more, and maybe you realize what kind of art connects with you more, or maybe it'll spark creativity in you, whatever it may be. I'm just hoping that anybody that joins us has something that they can take from this experience. And because of that, and because I don't want it to be about the money, because the reason that I do the things that I do is never really the money. I just need money to survive. But I'm not a money lover. I maybe that's a mistake, and maybe it's gonna slow down my growth when it comes to my business. But I'm okay with that, because my aim is my mission in life is not to grow a business, even though that will be amazing, and I know that Reflect and Create has a great future. My mission is for the people. My mission is to help. And if I were to charge for these hangouts, I would be limiting the amount of people that can have access to this. And if I put a high price on a hangout like this, then I'm only really aiming to help the rich. I'm only really aiming to help the wealthy. And I don't want that. I think that we all need something like this. Doesn't matter what status you are, doesn't matter your financial situation. I think that this is for everyone, and we should all get to play with the arts. So that's why I decided to make it for free. However, in order for it to work, in order for me to be able to do it for free, in order for me to do it like this, and for Reflect and Create to actually find some growth, I've made sure that obviously I accept donations. You know, that option is there, but it's not donation based. You don't need to give a donation to attend the virtual hangouts. They're absolutely free. But if you do have the money, and if you do want to help many people, and if you want to contribute into the growth of Reflect and Create, and if you want to see your money go towards helping other people, then I really recommend that you think about contributing towards Reflect and Create. It's not a not-for-profit. I will make profit from my business, but my goal is to make sure that at least a portion of the money that Reflect and Creates goes back into the community. So I will be putting at least 30 to 50% of what I make for my business. It's gonna be going towards savings and towards giving back to you guys. I want to eventually purchase art supplies and maybe even instruments, and just encourage people to pick up an art. And if maybe you don't have the money to afford art supplies, or maybe you haven't had the money to buy that instrument you've always really wanted, then maybe you can get it through me, because that's what I want. I want to buy these things and I want to give them away. I want to give you guys access to art. And so, yes, it's free. Yes, I accept donations. And yes, a lot of that money will go back to you. So in advance, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting this mission. And thank you for attending the hangouts. And I really look forward to connecting with you and hopefully seeing you in the next hangout.